Please stand by for BMB's live production, live event coverage of the girls lacrosse varsity game. Hi, I'm Sean McClellan alongside Matt Mano for BMB's primetime game of the day. We have the Mepham varsity girls lacrosse team taking on the Calhoun Colts district rival varsity girls team. Both teams are undefeated in Nassau Conference 3. Both teams feature some of the best players in all of Nassau County. Two of the top Nassau County players and leading all of points, including Caitlin Smith with 31, the junior, and Allie Heller, the senior, with 30. Our first and second, Caitlin first, Allie second. Then when we look at the Calhoun Colts, Riley Rains, who has 21 points on the season so far, 13th in Nassau County, followed by her teammate, Maggie Arena, 21 points, and is 22nd in Nassau County in points. Both teams are undefeated at the moment, and one will go home with a win. The other one's going to have a 1 next to that record, Mano.
You stole every word out of my mouth. You could not have said that better. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a clash of the Titans here for you today. Both teams undefeated. Both teams putting on display the pure strength of Bellmore-Merrick girls lacrosse, and at least how it's been this week as Mepham wins the face-off. And we are underway here at Mepham High School.
Mepham's going to maintain possession on the Calhoun end. See what Mepham can do here. Let's see. So far, the game strategies in the beginning of the year have been work aggressive at first and then try to maintain a slow pace at the end. And I think we've already seen it so far. They're already working aggressive, looking to make strong passes around.
But I think
using the back of the net.
But I think that strategy for Mepham, where they stay aggressive and then ease off the break as the game ends, I think that could come back to bite them towards the end of the game. Because we're talking about Calhoun. They're such a fast team. They have so many just pure athletes on the team, multi-sport girls, some girls who are just fast, some girls who had second in Nassau County in the mile time, and we have a shot that goes off the post.
Allie Heller trying to juggle the ball there with her teammate Caitlin Smith, can't get anything to work, and now Calhoun's going to maintain possession on their own end and trying to make a good push off. Calhoun looking to start off quick. Lauren Boldus looking for a pass out, finds it. Give it off, might get stolen. Calhoun with a nice stick. And it's going to remain Calhoun possession off a stick. Calhoun's going to dribble the ball in midfield. They get behind midfield with ease. Olivia Correa had the control of the ball, and she still does. Olivia Correa looking for that open passer. She finds it right at the top of the midfield. Now Calhoun's going to let Riley Rains go to work. They dump it off to Hannah Lewis. Lewis going to pass around at the top to Areno. Calhoun playing very passive to begin this game so far. Calhoun looking at the top. Find Hannah Lewis. Hannah Lewis might get a shot on goal. Get stripped. Hannah Lewis is going to dump it off. Hannah Lewis gets it back. They go to the top. Top of the field to Riley Rains. Rains is looking for that open girl. Rains maybe going to make a move for a shot on goal. Allie Heller playing terrific defense. Rains finds the open girl. Calhoun gets on the board. Number 3 is Isabella Vianney. Starts it off hot for the Calhoun Colts, and they're now up 1-0 in a very quick 3 minutes of this game.
Remember when I was talking about how there was a girl on the Calhoun Colts team who was second in the county in the mile for cross country? That is who it is. That is Olivia Vianney. Isabella Vianney. Excuse me. She was running circles around the map net. Was able to find the one spot where she was open and able to get Calhoun on the board 3 minutes in.
Now we're back to the face-off. Caitlin Smith's going to take it. Mepham's going to get the face-off. They're going to move quick down the field. Mepham's going to slow it down, wait for her teammates to come back. Allie Heller had control of the ball. Now she's giving it off to her teammate. Jenna Dempsey's going to control it. Back to Meyer. Now Smith out back of the net. Smith's going to give it off to Forcelli. Excuse me, Forcelli. Allie Heller at the top. Allie Heller looking to make a move. Nice spin. She's looking for her teammate, Caitlin Smith, but Calhoun's playing really tough defense. Heller makes a move. Can't get by. Amazing defense from Margarita Reino. Smith now at the top, looking to make a move. Finds an inside. Calhoun's going to defend that. They're going to stick it. Mepham's going to regain possession quick, but they need to reset. Calhoun playing very aggressive defense. Mepham's going to pass it behind the back of the net. Mepham looks for an opening. Quinn Schroeder, sophomore, almost got an opening there. They're going to give it back to Heller. Now they're going to let Heller go to work at the top. Heller making a nice move to the left. Spins, but great defense from Margarita Reino. Calhoun's going to get momentum up the field. Olivia Correa dribbling it. Olivia Correa is going to get it back to Margarita Reino.
Calhoun's philosophy so far today has been defense leading into offense. We just saw it on the first goal, and now Calhoun's trying to get that defense from Moreno, trying to translate it into some more offense.
Can't agree with you more, Mano. Now Calhoun's going to dribble that. Calhoun looking for that open girl. They can give it to the back of the net. Calhoun's attacker getting smacked and it goes away. It's great defense for the Calhoun Colts. Grace Radke had a shot on goal, the senior attackman, but just couldn't get it to finish there. Now they're going to Olivia Correa get it. Now they can give it off to Areno. Now they give it off to Riley Raines. Some say maybe the most talented athlete on this roster.
She was trying to juke one of the Mepham defenders out of their shoes. Unfortunate for her, she couldn't get it done.
Right now, they get a lucky bounce, the Colts. They go behind the net to Radke. Radke looking for that open girl to cut. They get a cutter. Great save from Mepham's goalie.
That's Catherine Chow right there. What an amazing save. And we talked to Coach Margavero. She said she gets extremely excited after every save, and we saw it there. That was a great save, and she has a right to get excited after that one.
Definitely, Mano. Catherine Chow with an amazing save, which could be a momentum booster. Mepham shot, gets saved back to back. Lauren Boldus, the senior goalie, getting it done for Calhoun. Amazing save from Boldus. Count thought they heard a whistle, and they did. But I believe Calhoun.
No, it's going to go with Mepham.
My apologies.
You're good. Or no, I was wrong.
Yes.
Rainier lost it.
Rainier lost it. Smith's going to pick it up. Smith looking for the open cut. Smith can't find it. Smith trying to sneak one in. Great defense from the goalie herself. Catherine. Oh, excuse me.
Lauren Boldus, and look how far she's out of the net.
Boldus played excellent defense there, not just being the goalie who saves the ball, but the goalie who defends the ball as well. Mepham almost got a great steal there.
And talk about risky hit. Look at how she was good 5-10 yards out of the net.
Absolutely, now Mepham's going to maintain control. Oh, excuse me, Calhoun will. Calhoun's going to dribble it up to midfield. They're going to give it back to Calhoun after a stop of play. Mepham's going to get a steal. Mepham's got an open girl.
They've got numbers, too.
Mepham was a little slow on that. Heller's going to lose it, but Mepham's going to still maintain possession on the Calhoun end. Man, so far, very fast-paced game so far.
A lot of momentum swings, they've not been able to translate it into offense. Been great defense when it matters the most, when there's shots being put on the net. Both teams are getting good quality shot, but both goalies, Boldis and Chow, are making amazing saves, and this is gonna be a very exciting game, I can tell.
Definitely agree with you there. Ali Heller's lefty shot gets saved by Boldis. Boldis, one of the dominant goalies in Nassau County, already getting it done. Heller looking to be an aggressive, the Albany commit.
Nice shot, Pink. You're live. Stay with that play.
Calhoun's going to misdribble that. Caitlin Smith looking to steal it. Caitlin Smith's going to send it in the air. Calhoun's going to regain possession. Calhoun's going to push it up. To give it to Lewis. Now they're going to let Margaret Arena at the top work. She's got an open Riley Rains and an open teammates just alongside her. They're going to give it to Rains. Rains going to dump it off to Olivia Correa. Correa. Now goes back to the top to Arena. Correa's got possession. Correa makes a nice spin move. Correa's lefty shot gets it to go. Olivia Correa, the junior midfielder, getting it done quick. Playing off to a fast start for the Calhoun Colts, and now they got to take a 2-point lead 10 minutes into this game.
What a shot. Is she a lefty? Because she made it look like she was naturally born a lefty. Like, she has to be ambidextrous at the very least.
Absolutely, Matt. So now Calhoun Colts take the lead 2-0, and the Mepham Pirates defense has not been able to give an answer so far to this aggressive Calhoun Colts team.
That was simply a filthy shot. That was absolutely amazing.
It was incredible. Beautiful spin move, moving to a great lefty shot. Mepham's going to win the face-off. Mepham's going to bounce it to Heller. Heller's going to get tripped up. Heller not a fan of the no whistle there.
Thought she could have got one.
It was definitely close. Now Calhoun's going to own control on the Mepham end.
And
Riley Rains going to dump it off.
Yeah, and Sean, I think Heller didn't get the whistle because in these district rivalry games, tensions always run high. These district rivalry games, Mepham versus Calhoun, Kennedy versus Mepham, Kennedy versus Calhoun. Those district rivalry games, they're always physical. There's always a lot of emotions. In some cases, they're playing against your friends.
And Mepham's going to get called for the first yellow flag on Calhoun today. I believe that's going on number 18, defender Madison Weber on that one. Both her and Grace Quinn were getting a little aggressive there. Trying to get an attack on them. Just couldn't get it done. Now Calhoun's got a dangerous possession here. They gotta give it to Correa. Give it to Rains at the top. See what Rains can do here. Rains makes a nice move. Rains gonna bounce it in. Riley Rains with her 15th goal of the year. That's gonna be another point for the Nassau County leaderboard up to 22.
Number 22, and how sweet it is for Riley Rains. That was another amazing goal, perfectly placed, able to bounce it off.
Coach Mongavera and the Mepham Pirates are going to call timeout. So far, to start off 11 minutes in, Calhoun Colts up 3. Mepham Pirates right now have that 0 on the board.
They got to get that donut off the board. They got to quickly get themselves on the board because their offense is dangerous. But they're still a young team, and it's showing against Calhoun, who's got mainly pretty much all upperclassmen in their starting lineup. Where Mepham, who the majority of their starting lineup, they're underclassmen. They're still young. They're still learning. Really, the raw athleticism and talent on the Mepham Pirates has been really the main factor in why they're undefeated. And they're kind of getting shown up by a team that Calhoun, who's really playing as a team.
Definitely, Matt. And like you brought up earlier with the Kennedy varsity lacrosse team, Kennedy lacrosse currently right now is 4-1 on the season. And that just shows how much success Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District with the varsity high school girls teams have come. Kennedy Cougars have some of the top players in Nassau County, some who are top 10 in the leaderboards, even top 20.
And Bellmore-Merrick Lacrosse really showing up, at least on the girls' side. Not sure if the same can be said about the guys. Some of the teams are pretty good, others not so much.
Definitely, Matt. And both these teams feature some of the best players in all of Nassau County. You have Riley Raines, who just hit the previous goal for the Calhoun Colts. Maggie Arena, who was already coming out of the gate hot so far this game. And then you got the Mepham Pirates with the 1 and 2 in points in leading Nassau County. You have Caitlin Smith at the 1 and Allie Heller at the 2. Both off to a little bit of a quiet start. Caitlin Smith you're seeing struggling a little bit against Riley Raines, who's been playing aggressive against her, along with Allie Heller, who's been getting bumped up and down. As you saw earlier, she fell on the turf. And this Calhoun Colts team's not going to let them have it easy today.
I think Calhoun had the opposite of their usual game plan, which is just simply playing fast, using their speed, and just letting their stamina win them games. I think right now they're playing physical to see how the young Mepham Pirates team will respond, and Mepham hasn't really responded well to it.
Definitely, Matt. And as both teams are now coming out of the timeouts, Mepham, what do they look to hope to fix, Mano? What do they look to do on maybe the defensive end?
On the defensive end, they just got to buckle down and just not give up easy shots. There were some points, especially on the Raines goal, where the whole right side of the field was practically unoccupied. Give Raines a free lane to the goal. Meanwhile, on the offensive side of the ball, they just got to start finding openings. It's there, they just can't start fumbling them away.
Definitely, Matt. They got to cover that zone there. And now back to midfield. Caitlin Smith's going to take the face-off for the Mepham Pirates against Riley Raines. And so far this game, Calhoun has not won a face-off. Caitlin Smith's been very aggressive on the face-offs, and we'll see if she can get another one here if the Pirates or Riley Raines gets Calhoun Colts on the face-off board.
I think Smith has been playing great. She's been getting a little bit. Been doing great in the face-off. And there's another win.
Caitlin Smith's going to get another one. She's going to regain control of it. She's going to go upfield to Dempsey. Dempsey's going to give it off to Schroeder. Schroeder looks for Heller. Heller's shot just short of the net. Heller had a nice open look, but shot was just a little short.
The shot was wide. Heller was trying to get as fast as she could, try and blow it by the goalie like a pitcher would try, and just put some heat on a fastball to blow it by the batter. Didn't work out for her.
Definitely, Matt. Now Dempsey's going to control it at the top. Give it to Meyer.
Yeah, I meant top of the tree.
Mepham showing a nice little bit of a trick here.
You know, hockey, like they pass it back to the top.
Mepham showing trickery.
We got a trick play. I love this.
Caitlin Smith at the back of the net. Oh, Caitlin Smith looked for an open Olivia Meyer, but Olivia Meyer had that defender on her. And they're going to make Mepham reset. That's excellent defense for the Calhoun coach.
That absolutely is a testament to the coaching of Melissa Rohr and her entire Calhoun staff. They were able to stay composed, not get psyched by the trick play that was well executed by the Pirates. They were able to shut it down, and now let's see if that can translate into some offense.
Absolutely. Coach Rohr of the Calhoun Colts, the former Mepham varsity girls coach, when they were very successful here in Mepham and won multiple Nassau County championships.
Maybe that play was out of Rohr's old playbook.
Never know, man.
Never know.
Now Calhoun's going to have control at the Mepham end. Calhoun's going to get some good passing around. Vianney's going to control it. Now they can give it off to Correa. Correa's going to give it to the dangerous Riley Raines. Raines at the top looking for an open girl. Raines looking to make a juke move. She couldn't find it. Sammy Trunkle playing aggressive defense. Calhoun looked for that open shot. Areno almost had one, but Allie Heller and that defense covered up. Areno, we're going to make a move on Heller. Gets by her. Shot was just a little far outside. Just a little bit to the right, Mano.
And Areno, Coach Rohr said she's got great hands, really fluid with the stick work, and it was showing, able to get the stick around the defender. Just the shot placement wasn't there.
Yeah, Matt. Could have said it better. Now Calhoun's going to have open girls. Mepham's got to fill that middle of the defensive void. Which they will. Markello Mutafis will move in. Correa looked for the dump to Reigns, but great defense from the Mepham Pirates. And Mepham's going to get possession on the Calhoun end after that overhead pass.
The pass was way too high, but I don't think the gap in the middle of the field was easily fillable by the Pirates because all the girls in the Pirates were closer to the inside. The Pirates were much closer to the inside than the Colts were, so they might be able to fill that easily.
Definitely, Matt. Definitely. And Mepham's going to have momentum as they push upfield. Not having the numbers, Mepham, though.
They need to get on the board here.
Caitlin Smith can't pick that up. Oh, they're going to call a push, and Caitlin Smith is down. Clock will stop after Caitlin Smith took a hard shot.
Maya, can you find something else besides the injured player? Oh, she's up there. Never mind.
Olivia Correa accidentally pushing Caitlin Smith on the side. Caitlin Smith's going to come out of the game.
That's a huge loss for the Pirates. If Smith isn't able to stay in the game, and it looks like she will stay in the game.
No, Caitlin Smith's going to go out.
Nah, they're going to take her out. That's a huge loss for the
Coach
Pirates.
Mogavera are not happy about that one.
They trying to get a flag out of that?
Coach Mogavera thought that was intentional.
It's tough to judge intent. Some of the biggest controversies in all of sports, some of the biggest officiating controversies in all of sports have been whether or not the officials could judge intent properly. That's just such a tough thing to do.
Definitely, man. We coming to the game for the Mepham Pirates for for Caitlin Smith's replacement will be Isabella Jensen. Caitlin Smith took a hard one. Now she can go over to the trainer on the side. Caitlin Smith, who leads Nassau County in points right now. That's a huge loss for the Mepham Pirates.
That is a huge, huge loss.
To arguably your second best player on the roster right there.
And let's not forget the face-offs.
Definitely, you're right. Great point out there, Matt. Now Mepham, let's see what they can do now. Calhoun up 3-0. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left and counting on the clock. It's a nice move by Dempsey. It's going to remain Mepham possession on the Calhoun end.
Listen to how loud Calhoun's getting on the sidelines. It's just one of those things where they're an older team, they're more closely knit, they know each other better. They're really doing a great job at hyping their team out.
Definitely, man. On now Mepham, they're going to have Dempsey hold control of the ball. Dempsey's going to have a penalty shot. Dempsey! Shot short! Heller's going to pick it up. Excuse me, now they're going to pass it around the Pirates. They go back to Dempsey at the top. Dempsey looks to make a nice move. Dempsey is a very elusive athlete. Dump it off to Schroeder at the bottom. Schroeder looks for an open lady. Schroeder going to make a move. Schroeder's pass goes over the net. They're going to give it to Heller. Heller makes a nice move. It's a nice spin for Heller. Heller's going to lose the ball.
It's loose. Who's got it?
Calhoun's got it. Calhoun's going to push upfield. They got numbers. It's going to remain Calhoun possession. Mepham with the stick.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Calhoun's got numbers when they got when there's 5 girls on the ball.
Yeah, but look ahead. Caitlin Smith, who just came back in the game from injury. Looking for a redemption goal, maybe. Caitlin Smith going for the end-around shot. Hits the side of the net, but Caitlin Smith looking for a flag on a stick on the head. She's not going to get that.
It's a real judgment call. That's a judgment call for the refs. These refs, they're letting them play today.
Definitely, man, on a cross-town district rivalry like this, why not let them have some fun?
It's a very fun game to watch, I'll say that much.
For us, especially.
Oh, yeah.
Boldest is going to control the ball. She'll look for the open teammate. And it goes midfield to Mepham. Not a great decision. Mepham's going to regain possession. Nice steal by Grace Quinn. Grace Quinn, the senior defender.
It's the kind of game. It's the kind of games, these exciting games that make you want to watch lacrosse a little more. Lacrosse is definitely an underrated sport, at least in my opinion.
Of course, Matt.
Lacrosse and track are two of my most underrated sports,
Forgot about volleyball, man.
and that is why he's number one on my list.
Now
Or maybe I'm
Mepham's
just
gonna be in control.
Or maybe I'm just giving it the respect it deserves.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Caitlin Smith having control, makes a beautiful spin move. Excellent save by Boldus.
What a spin move by Smith, and an even better save by Boldus. She's been staying with every single play, not getting fooled. Or Mepham is
Caitlin Smith actually gonna have a penalty shot on that. They call it a push. Smith's shot goes far right off Boldus' leg. Boldus gonna capture that. And Calhoun's gonna regain possession.
Boldus with an amazing sequence. The save off the spin move from from Smith, and then the penalty shot. Boldus is showing up today.
Mepham's gonna have a nice steal, Mutafis. Calhoun Mutafis, one of the very aggressive Mepham Pirates on this team. Coach Montgomery loves Markel because of her aggressiveness for a reason.
It's just showing she's extremely aggressive in the defensive end. Just jumped the pass, and now Mepham's got possession.
Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Smith looks for Quinn Schroeder, but Quinn Schroeder's pass was just too high for her. Now Mepham getting a little too aggressive, and Calhoun's going to regain possession. They call Weber for sticking there. They give it to Areno. Refs are going to whistle, and the Mepham Pirates are going to call a timeout.
And they got 5 minutes, and they got 6 minutes left. They're just under 6 minutes left. They got to make something happen.
Yep, Matt. Calhoun Colts, the first quarter, lead 3-0. 5 minutes, 38 minutes left in this first quarter of this district rivalry shutdown. Now, Matt, what has been so impressive from the Calhoun Colts so far in this game?
Their defense and their goalkeeping.
Absolutely, Matt.
I think their defense. Mepham's been emptying the playbook. I don't think that's any secret. I think their defenders have been playing outstandingly today, and I think the goalkeeping from Lauren Boldus has been out of this world today.
Definitely, Matt. Boldus has been excellent so far, making 4 star-studded saves, which shows why Calhoun Colts are undefeated right now.
This is living up to all the this game's living up to all the expectations, discounting the score. Of course, it's discounting the score, but I have faith that Mepham will be able to come back and make this game interesting.
I agree with you there, Matt. And both teams still in the timeout. Caitlin Smith, who leads Nassau County in points, got hurt off a push that Coach Montgomery thought it was a little intentional. Matt, what'd you think of that play?
It's tough to judge intent. I think it's close, but I didn't see any malicious intent.
Definitely. I think they're just playing aggressive, and I think they're just trying to win both teams.
I think sometimes when you're in these rivalry games, your emotions can run high, and I think it can cloud your judgment. I don't think that Calhoun was trying to injure Smith. Definitely not. I think the integrity in Bellmore-Merrick athletics is too high to intentionally try and injure a player. But I don't think there was really any. I don't think there was.
And now, as we look at the officiating referees for this game, so far they've called a very far widespread game. Not many whistles, and whenever there has been a whistle, it's just to regain possession again off of maybe a stick. And there's only been one flag so far, and that was on the Mepham Pirates. That was on Madison Weber, high sticking. But the Calhoun Colts have been playing great. They've been playing aggressive, but they've been playing so smart under Coach Rohr, who is one of Nassau County's greatest, if not best coach for girls varsity lacrosse.
I agree with you. I think Coach Rohr is taking I think they're taking these little stoppages in play, and I think they're turning them into opportunities. I think they're taking every whistle as an opportunity. I think the aggressiveness, you'll see the aggressiveness that they have off the whistle is at its greatest point. That just outside of a turnover.
Move to there, Matt. And as Mepham Pirates are going to take back on the field, Calhoun Colts about to take on the field as well. The Calhoun Colts team, who's been terrific all year, just keeps showing their dominance as they're 3-0 right now in Conference 3, as well as the Mepham Pirates. Two of the best teams in Conference 3 right now, tied for first place, who hope to come out of this game with a win and hope to be first seed or even second seed going to the playoffs.
I think if you're a top two seed, teams are gonna fear you, especially in high school athletics. Teams and the players get psyched out. Like they have like a predisposed vision of how the game's gonna go. Where if you're playing a team that's outmatched against you, that you're playing a team that outmatches you in every facet of the game, you're gonna go into that game thinking that you're gonna get destroyed. Whereas in the pros, every team's going into that game with the mentality that they're gonna win the game.
Absolutely, Matt. Now Riley Raines and the Calhoun Colts will take back on the field. Calhoun's gonna pass it around. Calhoun's getting passes off quick. That's scary for the Mepham Pirates. If you can get him passing off like that quick in a game of lacrosse, in a varsity game, varsity level, I would be scared.
I would be too.
Markel Mutafa's not liking the call there. See what Calhoun decides to do. Find the open girl. She won't pick it up. It's a nice pass for Areno. Areno was looking for Vianney but couldn't get it off. Mepham's going to push up. Mepham's going to go cross field. Very dangerous pass to Madison Weber. Weber trying to get her off. Weber's going to go Caitlin Smith. This is so quick, Caitlin Smith. Smith trying to blow by Raines. She gets by Raines.
She's going to go coast to coast and take this herself?
They went for the touch goal. They couldn't get it. And now Bull's going to regain possession. Calhoun's going to push if they want to start trying to be aggressive here.
That was an impressive save by Boldus. Stepping up, Boldus is playing a little bit risky in goal, but it's been paying off for her thus far.
That's how Bullus plays, though. Calhoun's going to give it to Raines. Raines is going to go on field. Mescalado looking for that open girl. She gives it to Raines. Let's see if Raines gets a one-on-one matchup here with Jenna Dempsey, the freshman for Mepham. That one's going to close the gap with Weber. Weber going to push on Raines. Can't get it to go. Hannah Lewis can control it. Now Calhoun's going to go pass around. So there was Isabella Vianney almost cut. Calhoun didn't see her. They found the open girl. And Calhoun Colts make it 4-0. Sophia Mescalado with their first of the day. And the Calhoun Colts take a 4-point lead with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
That was an amazing cut by Mescalado. I think Calhoun, they've been sticking together. They've been playing as a team. I think Mepham, they've really not tried to deviate too much from the norm. I think their defense has become a little predictable. They've just been manning up. Just find your girl and stay on him. Not a lot of switches, not a lot of moving parts in their defense. And Calhoun has recognized that, and they're starting to expose it.
Definitely, Matt. Calhoun Colts playing very aggressive so far, and that's paid off for them in so many ways. And now we'll go back to midfield for the face-off, where Caitlin Smith, who's undefeated in the face-off play so far, will take on Riley Raines. Two of the best of each respective team going at it. Mepham's going to win another face-off. Howard's going to control it as she goes upfield, but she's getting stuck by the defense. Mutafis gets by midfield. Mutafis going to give it off. Mutafis giving it off to Sarah Forcelli, but it will be Calhoun possession. Let's see if either Calhoun or Mepham, and Mepham's going to get a steal. Quinn Schroeder, the last pirate of the game, or as they call it, player of the game, but Mepham likes to call it pirate of the game.
Hey,
Quinn Schroeder
it's smart. Good play on words. I like it.
I like it too. Gwen Schroeder was last Mepham girls varsity's player of the game, having 3 goals and 1 assist for the Mepham Pirates. And now Mepham's going to maintain control at the Calhoun end. Let's see if either team can maybe make a nice goal to end this first quarter. Mepham's going to give it to Schroeder at the bottom of the net. Schroeder goes to Smith. Smith's going to go far out to Meyer. Meyer gives it to McGalley. They give it to Heller. Let's see if Heller goes to work. Nope, she'll give it off. Schroeder behind the net. Schroeder, they're going to give it to the top of the key to Heller. Yep. Heller's going to dump it off to Dempsey.
Good job, Orange.
Dempsey makes a nice spin. That's strong defense by number 9, Hannah Lewis. Heller at the top. Heller makes a nice move. Heller went for a nice bouncer. And Bulvis makes a nice play.
Again with this girl. She's playing out of her mind today.
Kevin Smith an illegal touch. And Lauren Bulvis for the Calhoun Colts just playing outstanding.
I think Mepham's offense has also become a little one-dimensional. It's just find a girl at the top of the key, and all Calhoun needs to do to pick out the play is find the one girl that's making that's cutting. There needs to be more moving parts in all facets of the Mepham game, not only offense and defense.
Definitely, Matt. Now Riley Raines pushing up for Calhoun. Now Calhoun's going to give it to Arano at the top of the key. Arano's going to give it up to Correa. Now Calhoun's going to go pass it around. Now with Shannon Lewis. They go back to Hannah Lewis. No relation between the Lewis sisters, by the way. There's no sister pair of the Lewis.
You're live, Orange. Stay with that play. Good training. Tilt that.
They give it to Raines. With just about 30 seconds left, let's see what Calhoun Colts can do at the Mepham end. No flag, but Riley Raines is going to get the ball. Raines going to have an open lane. Let's see if she either takes a shot or looks for the open teammate. Raines does go for the teammate in Arano. Arano makes a nice crafty move. Arano shot gets saved.
She's still going after the loose ball.
It's a nice save by Catherine Chow.
She's talking about... And Arano is still going after the loose ball after her own shot went wide. Talk about dedication.
Yeah, man. Now Mia McGalley is going to give it to Caitlin Smith. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. See if either team can make something special happen. Calhoun's going to give it up quick. Calhoun looking for a quick shot. 2 seconds. Raines getting defended hard by the Mepham defense from Madison Weber there. And as we go into the second quarter, the Calhoun Colts lead 4-0.
I think Calhoun's been playing amazing. I think Mepham, I've seen them maybe simplifying the playbook considering how young their team is. They've really been simplifying the playbook for the younger team as pretty much half their starting lineup is either sophomores or freshmen. So as we move in to the second quarter, Mepham needs to step up. They gotta start finding open girls on the cuts because they've been trying to try one girl cutting from the interior, but it's just not from the interior, trying to go from the top to the interior right by the goal and try and find an open shot. But Lauren Boldis has been playing out of her mind. She's pitching a shutout right now in goal. So see if the shutout continues. Find out next on BMB. And we're back from halftime in the BMB Game of the Week, third edition of the week. We got the Calhoun Colts up 4-0 on the hosting Mepham Pirates. So, Sean, what do you think you've seen calling the first half of the game?
You know, the Calhoun Colts defense definitely came out of the gate strong, very aggressive so far today. And I don't think the Mepham Pirates were expecting an opponent like the Calhoun Colts. They've been very aggressive. Riley Raines has been leading the way for the Calhoun Colts, doing everything right. And she's been shutting down some of Mepham's best players, including Caitlin Smith and Allie Heller, who have not been able to produce at all today. And hopefully in the second half, Coach Mogavero's got some new ideas and plans for this Mepham girls team. Because right now, they need some help on the attack. The defense has been good. The only thing they can do to adjust is close that gap in the middle. They're leaving it a little too far open for Calhoun to just move right in and cut. But otherwise, I think Mepham's been playing good. Calhoun's just been playing better.
Yeah, and in sports like lacrosse, where coming out of halftime, you're down a substantial a lot. There's lacrosse is a sport where one player can just take over a game. Who do you think Mepham's got to have someone step up? Who do you think it needs to be from Mepham?
That's Allie Heller. That's the D1 Albany commit in Allie Heller. So far in the season, she has 20 goals, 10 assists, and 30 points, which is second in Nassau County. And that's amazing for a D1 Albany commit in her senior season. Obviously, Caitlin Smith leads Nassau County at number 1 in points with 31. But I believe in this next half, don't be shocked if you see Allie Heller try to come out of the gate quick and try to get a goal. Because she's had 2 shots on goal today. Both have just bounced short, though.
Both of them were wide, yeah. And I could not agree with you more. I think Heller, great players, show up in big moments. And this is the biggest moment of the season for the Pirates and the Colts alike. They're both undefeated. They're playing a division rival. This has massive playoff implications and could define their seasons. Mepham getting shut out in their biggest game of the season could set the tone for the rest of it.
Definitely, and as both teams take back in the field, we're going to come back to the second half where the Calhoun Colts lead 4-0 against the Mepham Pirates.
Let's get it underway. We switch sides, and Caitlin Smith still undefeated in the face-offs. Taking on Riley Raines.
Riley Raines been dominant for the whole Calhoun Colts roster today.
She is in my book currently the player of the game. So as the ref jogs up to midfield, and we will get set for the second half of the BMB Game of the Week. Or no, excuse me, that is not Riley Raines. That's Hannah Lewis, the freshman.
Hannah Lewis is going to come in for the face-off, her first appearance of the day. See if she can maybe get one on Caitlin Smith.
And we are underway, and Smith wins another one. And already, Allie Heller up to the races, down the field, makes a move. Now she's going to reset. Heller at the top.
Give it to Caitlin Smith.
Smith looking to make something happen. Mepham's come out of the gate, firing already. They go over to Quinn Schroeder on the side or behind the net.
Mepham playing a little more passive than expected.
I actually think the opposite. I disagree. Now trying to get something. Now Heller cutting, shots blocked on the ground, and it's taken away by Calhoun.
It's just a veteran play by Lauren Boldis there.
That was absolutely amazing play by Boldis. Here's Cespedes running side by side with Smith, the fastest player. And they're going to call Smith for sticking. So Cespedes going to try and get a pass. She's able to get it over to Urania. Looking for anyone to pass it to. Urania taking her sweet time. Gets it over to Raines. Now she goes back to Urania. And now she goes. Now Urania's got it. Trying to circle around. A shot or maybe a pass goes wide. That'll be out. So now back on. So now Mepham's got it, trying to make a push. McElwee now. McElwee working on Lewis. Or working really on four Colts. That's great defense, but they're going to call sticking on one of the 1, 2, 3, 4 Calhoun Colts around me and McElwee.
Calhoun made a smart adjustment there in midfield. They messed up Mepham's plan to go to midfield.
And now here's Smith.
McElwee almost had it.
Smith behind the net. Circles. Finds Heller. No, excuse me, that's not Heller. But nonetheless, it is saved by Boldis. And now, here's Shannon Lewis. Once again, no relation. Gets it back to the keeper, Boldis. Boldis gets it over to Hannah Lewis. Long pass.
Mutafis a little aggressive.
But Mutafis lowers the shoulder. That's the first big hit of the game.
Definitely, man. Like Coach Mogavero, who we spoke to before the game, she said she loves Markel Mutafis' intensity and aggressiveness, but sometimes you just can't let that get to your head, because if that does, that's trouble. And
she looked like a stick to the head from her on Hannah Lewis. Nothing called, though, as Aranio with 4 Pirates on her. Her pass is intercepted. Here's McElwee. McElwee trying to take it herself.
Calhoun defense got there so quick to swarm up. It was terrific defense by the senior Lauren Rossi.
Now Heller passes it wide. Now behind the net is Schroeder. They're just passing it around the key. Now here's Smith on the top. Makes a move. Good cut. Smith tries to spin out to Colson. Heller takes a hit. Stays on her feet. And fires a shot off of Boldis.
You see, Mano, that's the only mistake Allie Heller's been really making this game. You've seen every shot's been at the ground. She's looking for that low shot. She has so much power on her shot that maybe she should start looking towards the upper part of the net.
I agree with you. And now Meyer goes to McElwee. Smith, near the baseball team, trying to get the girls fired up. Heller cuts inside, and she takes a hard hit.
Heller, I believe, might have landed on her head there.
She's able to get up, shake it off, showing her toughness.
Heller got to take a quick break for a sec, just try to take off her mask.
Imagine wearing 2 masks at once, the mask covering your eyes and then the mask covering your nose and mouth because of the pandemic. That must be a little uncomfortable. As got a penalty shot from Heller.
Heller, known to be one of the best penalty shooters in Nassau County.
And she scores!
She shows it wide there, and Mepham's going to get on the board.
That's what they needed.
Definitely what they needed. Like I told you before the half, I have a feeling Allie Heller's going to come out of the gate strong and get the first goal for the Pirates, and that's exactly what she does there. The Pirates now finally get on the board. Colts still leading 4-1, but Mepham's showing some hope.
So with 5 minutes elapsed off the clock in the second half, Mepham is on the board. Let's see if they can use this to get some momentum as
Mepham, I saw what you did there.
Yeah, totally did it. I totally did that on purpose.
Mistake turned out well. I like it.
That needs to be some spirit wear. Momentum. That like momentum. That needs to be some spirit wear. I'm telling you.
Now,
I need to make
Caitlin
that happen.
Smith will go back to play face-off, and Riley Raines will get back to face-off with Caitlin Smith.
Who do you think wins it?
Caitlin Smith.
I agree with you. I mean, she's undefeated. How can you bet against her?
Knock on wood.
I don't think that's a wood table.
Yes, it is. That's wood.
Yeah, it's wood.
That's unrelated to lacrosse. And now, Caitlin Smith, they're not going to bother doing a face-off.
Because they know she's going to win it.
Probably right, Matt.
So Smith is just going to take it and just run down the field all on her own. She gets it to Heller. Heller working around the top of the key, directing traffic. Then she goes to Meyer. Olivia Meyer. Back to Heller. Now she goes to
trying to get ready
Jenna
there.
Dempsey. Dempsey rounding the corner. Backing up. Loses the ball. And now here's wide. Oh, wide. There's Sarah Pacelli. Now here's Heller. A shot by Quinn Schroeder off the top of the post. As this one goes wide, recovered cleanly by Smith. Smith's going to take it behind the net. Rounding the corner, tries to go for an end-around shot. Now here's Dempsey.
That's aggressive Calhoun defense all over Mepham.
Got a little battle, 4-on-4, Dempsey on Arania. Nothing will come out of it as here's now Meyer taking her around the back of the net. Here's Smith. Gets it to Heller. So now here's Heller trying to make something happen. Gets it to Dempsey. Dempsey, the shot.
The tip almost helped her there, but Boldus was smart.
Boldus, they're gonna call a whistle. And judging by the reaction of the Mepham baseball team looking on, looks like it'll be against Calhoun.
Yeah, that Mepham baseball team just came from practice across the field. Comes to go watch and support their Mepham Pirates teammates.
You think our sports director Tom Morrow is there with his teammates?
You never know.
Never know as we got back to
Heller
action.
broke
Heller!
ankle!
Absolutely, what a move! Now Aranio comes off.
Allie Heller with a dirty move.
And another penalty shot for her.
Heller, 1 for 1 so far on penalty shots and very successful
goes
in the
again.
season.
What a save by Boldus!
Calhoun responds.
But Mepham gets it back. Mutafas.
The Mepham bench is getting up.
Mutafas.
Momentum on the Mepham side, and Mepham's going to get control.
Gonna go back to Mutafas. Heller and Mutafas had a little bit of a catch. Now they go to McElwee. And now behind the net is Meyer.
Calhoun swarming Heller, as you can see on the other side of the field. Making sure Heller doesn't cross. Riley Raines moves over there.
There's Smith. Goes across. McElwee's got it. McElwee goes cross to. And now here's Riccelli. McElwee now. They go back to Dempsey. Nice ball movement from the Pirates. As Smith fires a shot wide.
Kaylin Smith going for that bounce shot. Hasn't connected at all today. And Allie Heller's bounce shots haven't connected as well.
Now Dempsey tries to get it to Smith, but she can't. And now Calhoun is on the run.
They're going to call a push on Allie Heller, I believe.
I think that's what they're calling. Calhoun's just going to get right back to play. And now here's Rossi. And they go back to the goal. They go back to the keeper. They go back to Boldus. Trying to find an open teammate. Boldus.
It's just a terrific pass from Boldus. So accurate.
Right to Rossi. As this one's now going to be controlled by Correa.
Watch out for Calhoun in the middle of the field.
That's a big hit.
And one of Mepham's teammates is going to go down. I believe that is number 17,
That's-
Markello Mutafis.
It's a big hit by Cespedes, excuse me. Sends Mutafis down. She is thankfully she is okay. We will return to play. No, I did not rhyme on purpose.
What'd you say?
You'll just have to watch back.
You can't just tell me no.
Yes, I can. You should have been listening. You should have been paying attention. As we return to
I was
action,
just focusing on the injury, Matt.
as we return to action, Mutafis loses the ball. Picked up by Calhoun. Now, Shannon Lewis goes to Reigns now. Back to Reigns. Calhoun. Look at how spaced out Mepham is on the defense.
Mepham, that might be a new strategy they come out with in the second half.
A little more passive defense from the Pirates. That's another big hit. This time, Isabella Vianney scored the first goal of the game on the receiving end. So here's Shannon Lewis, gets it to Reigns. Goes across to Correa. Correa double teamed. Loses the ball. Picked up by the Pirates. No, still loose. And then a call stick to the head on Calhoun.
Mepham's going to move quick. They see a momentum gain.
So now here's McKelwey. McKelwey running down the field. Had an opening. Chose not to take it. McKelwey goes to Heller. Weaves. Shot is blocked by Boldis.
Boldis has made terrific saves all day, and this might end up being the best game so far of her high school career.
I think absolutely a career game for Boldis. She's stopping two of the top players in all of Nassau County. Number 1 and number 2 in points. So now here's Heller at the top. Smith trying to find an opening. Going in between Calhoun Coltaz. Ref's got a flag in his hand. They're going to call it.
Caitlin Smith, I believe, going to get a penalty shot off that.
So Mepham.
Yes, she will.
So Mepham is 1 for 1 on penalty shots today.
Boldis going to step up. She realized that it could be a bounce shot, so that's why you saw her move to the right and step up.
And Smith scores!
Caitlin Smith gets on the board for Mepham. Makes it 2-4. Colts still up by 2, but Caitlin Smith is now on the board. 21 goals on the season now for Caitlin Smith. Continues to lead Nassau County in points.
Caitlin Smith. You saw Allie Heller tie Smith in points. Smith immediately steps up and takes her rightful place back at the top of the leaderboard.
Caitlin Smith did everything right there. She went for the bounce if you saw her stick, but she just couldn't get it down in time because of the 4 defenders behind her. So then she went for the opening on top and just flipped it right in.
Great fake by Smith. Now she sees if she can keep her undefeated streak of face-offs alive. As we wait for the face-off. And she'll take it herself! So here's Smith. Leans into some contact. She leans into her radio, gets the call. So she passes it to Heller, cross field. Goes back to Smith, makes a move.
Smith with a beautiful dribble, and Smith's gonna take a hard fall.
She's down. Meanwhile, on the other side, Calhoun is gonna keep moving. Here's Mescalotto. Going coast to coast. Here's Raines now at the top. Riley Raines. Gonna slow down the pace. Try and work a little bit of the clock. Now Mescalotto. Back to Aranio. Aranio gets a nice screen. Goes inside and scoring is Riley Raines, her second.
Riley Raines with the second goal of the day that makes it 16 on the season for the Calhoun captain. And Calhoun will now make it 5-2. Riley Raines orchestrated that beautifully.
That will silence the baseball team.
And now the baseball team goes silent.
Just see them sitting.
They can head back to the dugout.
They get head back to the dugout, yes.
Never saying that joke again. That was bad.
At least you can admit when your jokes are bad. I can never do that.
Clearly. And now Calhoun Smith's going to go back to midfield. And I don't believe she'll have a face-off. Or will she?
She's going to have it.
She will. It's going to be Olivia Correa for the first time today.
I still think Smith's going to win it. Undefeated, can't bet against it as this one's
Kaylin Smith's going to lose her first face-off of the day.
This one's controlled by Raines.
Correa the first to beat Smith.
Mutaf is guarding Raines. Now it's Aranio. Now Mescalotto. Now Aranio. Aranio at the top, slowing down, using all the clock that she can. So we've just hit the 10 minutes and 30 seconds mark in the second half. Calhoun leading Mepham 5-2. Calhoun working with 3 girls behind the net. So now here's Vianney. Vianney goes to Correa. Correa now on the wing.
It's a nice
spin move. And the shot, she scores!
The lefty side shot! The Calhoun Colts are now going to make it 6-2. Going on a 2-1 run in the second half with 9 minutes and 54 seconds remaining.
Now that's how you respond to a potential comeback. Mepham puts up 2 to start the second half, and Calhoun matches almost immediately.
Absolutely, Matt. Once Mepham scores with Allie Heller, Calhoun will take it, and now Mepham Pirates are going to call a desperate need of a timeout.
They are in absolutely desperate need of a timeout. They got to find something. Their offense was clicking, but in doing that, their defense fell apart. So Sean, what do you think facilitated that Olivia Correa goal?
You know, Olivia Correa had a nice spin move to start off the whole play, orchestrated it great, and she found an opening right in the middle because, again, that's Mepham not filling in that gap. If they do not fill in that middle gap, the Pirates, then they will be in trouble this game.
I think that was an absolutely amazing goal, and I honestly think that was simply a defensive breakdown as Mepham had that middle cover the entire game. They were just spreading out along the hash marks, and they were just spreading out while still keeping their inside leverage, and they were able to fill the middle rather easily. That time they didn't have the leverage, so the middle was left wide open.
Absolutely, Matt. That middle void was just left right open. It was way too easy for the Calhoun Colts.
Look, Calhoun making it look easy. Yeah, kind of making it look easy, as if beating the undefeated team is easy. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you are also an undefeated team.
You are not wrong, Matt. Both teams are undefeated, and right now, though, it's looking like Calhoun may be going on with that win. But, hey, time will tell with 9 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the second half. Calhoun up 6-2. Mepham tried responding quick, couldn't respond enough.
Mepham responded quick, then Calhoun responded quicker as the full timeout continues. And Mepham, their offense, they need to start working the outside, the end around shots. The end around shots are maybe drawing some penalties.
Do you only do any BMB advertisements like morning advertisements for
filmed it. Go.
Join BMB's Haley Upworth and Riley Free usually every Wednesday on Midweek Update, but this week it will be AJ Freed and Michelle Spiller for the morning announcements taking over BMB's Midweek Update as they take you around the Bellmore-Merrick community to report on the stories we don't always get to see. Tune into Midweek Update this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on BMB.
And the two of us have seen our fair share of time on Midweek Update doing the sports report.
Definitely have, Matt.
Who is those? So do you have any intel on who's going to do the sports for this week on Midweek Update?
Not really sure. Maybe it's the original Connor Ward getting his role back on the Midweek Update Sports.
Going back from his debut on the morning announcements, or at least his 2021 debut on the morning announcements, as we get back. And this is Heller who wins a face-off. And now the Pirates will take it. Here's Dempsey. Goes to Smith. Now Heller. I'm pretty sure that's Mutafa's behind the net. Correct me if I'm... And then, excuse me, that's Schroeder. Now it's Gully. Now Smith at the top of the key. Trying to find an opening, but Calhoun's playing amazing defense right now. Smith has it poked free. Now Heller. Heller shoots. And that's off of Boldus.
Boldus making terrific saves this whole game.
She's been playing a career game. As Smith goes beyond the net. That's Schroeder. Schroeder resets behind the net. Schroeder falls down. Takes a hard fall right on her knee.
Sure, gets back up right away, though.
Toughness of the Pirates team. Smith, Schroeder, and everyone on the Pirates team still battling. They got 8 minutes, 32 seconds left to try and make something happen as we got a penalty shot.
See what Schroeder can do. Mepham fans, some of them are on their feet.
Schroeder. Penalty shot. Doesn't even get to take it.
Schroeder's going to lose control on that.
And we have a little bit confusion as Boldus will keep it.
Calhoun's going to regain possession.
That's a devastating loss that's a devastating loss for the Pirates as they didn't even get to take the penalty shot.
Well, they tried to. That
No
was
shot
just
was
great Calhoun defense.
No shot was taken. Now here's Boldus behind the net. And now goes to Mescalota. Mescalota using her speed. Triple teamed. Now Aranio. Now they go to Lewis. Now here's Aranio. Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is. Now here's Shannon Lewis behind the net. Now on the wing it's Correa. Calhoun's slowing it down and the ball goes out of bounds. And it will return to the Pirates as Jenna Dempsey will take it out.
See if the Pirates can get something stirring up here.
Mutapis loses it. And she is visibly frustrated as the Colts will not take it back.
And the Colts are in a very dangerous area for the Pirates right now.
So now Shannon Lewis. Shannon Lewis now. Goes to Mescalotto. Mescalotto loses the ball.
It's going to remain Calhoun
A stick on the head called on Mutafis, so it'll stay with Calhoun. Where's Aranio? Working on Heller. Gets it across to Reigns. Here's Correa now. Back to Reigns.
Reigns made a very smart move not to go quick back to Correa and wait until she was ready for the pass and until she got open.
Now here's Shannon Lewis. So now the Pirates take it back. Mutafis. With 2 Colts on her, she's able to get it out. This is Madison Weber.
Weber had a very nice dump there.
Now here's Smith. Pirates have numbers. See what Smith can do with it. Here's Smith. And that's a great goal by Quinn Schroeder.
Quinn Schroeder, last week's Pirate of the game, gets her first today, and now the Pirates cut the lead down to 3.
Now, Quinn Schroeder up the assist from Caitlin Smith.
Caitlin Smith wanted to take the shot, but she knew she couldn't with all the defenders on her. She was getting swarmed by that Calhoun Colts defense. Finds an open Quinn Schroeder with an amazing shot. All three of Mepham's star players, you could say, are all on the board today, with Allie Heller, Caitlin Smith, and now Quinn Schroeder.
I think the Pirates have shown up on the offensive side. It's the defense that's been really letting them down, and that's why they're down 6-3 as we got a loose ball. Controlled by the Pirates, but not before a whistle. So it'll go to the Colts. Here's Correa.
You see the Pirates taking a very aggressive approach now with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second half.
It looks like they're going to need a little bit of a miracle. Here's Shannon Lewis. Here's Mescalotto. Now back to Lewis. Mescalotto again. Back to Lewis. The two are just having a catch. Now Mescalotto again. Great defense by the Pirates. Great defense by Mutafis. Mescalotto called for us, and Mutafis called for another stick on the head, and she is once again upset. Mescalotto gets it out. Now here's Hannah Lewis. That's it to Correa. Now here's Reigns.
Reigns just going to ease and control. I wouldn't see Calhoun try to do too much here, most likely. They might just try to pass it around.
Calhoun has successfully drained a minute from the clock. Reigns back to Correa. A behind the back pass. But it goes to nobody, so it is easily collected by Chow.
Yeah, behind the back pass almost worked successfully for the Colts.
Almost went in the net. Now here a long
Sam
pass
can
on the
race
ground.
after it.
They can race it.
Can
See
she
if they can
save
race
it?
it down. Yes,
She does.
She could save it. Of Olivia Meyer.
Olivia Meyer, one of the freshmen on this team, who has so much potential in her future career at Mepham.
So now Heller. Heller makes a move.
Heller got swarmed by that defense.
And her radio is hit hard. She's able to get up, though. So now with 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting, the Colts will have it back. It looks like Pirates are going to need a miracle. And there's Perrone. Olivia Perrone. Throws it down the field. Reigns. Reigns makes a move. There's Correa. We've reached 2 minutes remaining in the second half.
It's going to remain Calhoun possession, and this could be Calhoun's time to close it out.
Push called on the Pirates.
Mepham's going to be playing very aggressive at this stage of the game with less than 2 minutes left.
The pass goes over the head.
And maybe it's not over yet for the Pirates.
With a minute 50, they got to score quickly.
Mepham's adjustment in the second half have definitely been noticeable compared to the first half. Where in the first half you saw very passive, not too aggressive of a game, and only got about 5 shots on goal. Now this period, you've seen a lot different of a strategy.
So now here's Smith. Caitlin Smith wrapping it around.
Smith looking for that open girl, but
she can't
find
find
one
it.
in the middle. Calhoun's amazing defense.
Smith. Met at the net by Boldis.
And if we look back and we look at the reason why Calhoun Colts were so successful this game, look no further than number 34 in the goalie for the Calhoun Colts. Because Lauren Boldis may have had the game of her life.
She just put herself on the map in Nassau County as one of the better goalies.
I mean, she already was, Matt. She's already been one of the top 5 maybe in the county, and she's just lifting her stock higher.
Absolutely. She's putting the rest of the county on notice, I'll say that much.
Absolutely, Matt.
As now, with 59 seconds left, Mepham's just at this point taking out their frustrations. As the game winds down, we have to give our BMB Player of the Game award to none other than Lauren Boldis. I know you just talked about her. But this win was for Calhoun was largely in part due to her efforts at goal as she lets up a goal. Well, we cannot go a game without an instance of the Mano curse.
Cannot give a player of the game yet. Allie Heller saving the day, possibly for the Pirates. Cuts the lead down to 2 with 45 seconds. Let's see if the Pirates can possibly tie it up anyway.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's instance of the Mano curse, where as I say something, it goes the opposite, where I cannot get, and where whatever I says just does not happen. You'll see it. If you watch the April edition of BMB Sports Talk, you know exactly what I'm talking about. As 45 seconds left in the game. Coach Mogavera talking to the ref about something we can't hear, so we don't know. So 4-6. Caitlin Smith only lost 1 face-off all game. This is a must-win. The Pirates want any chance. But this is by no means garbage time. We have a game right here.
Caitlin Smith going to take the face-off for the Pirates. Very smart decision.
Here's Smith. We got to call it. Stick to the head on Calhoun.
Smith's going to rush, though. She needs to.
Clock stops, so she can take her time.
Mepham cannot just pass this ball around now. They actually got to go for shots on goal, whether from distance or not.
Smith. Got to find somebody.
Smith's
Under
running
30
out of time.
seconds. Under 30 seconds now. Smith.
Smith is running out of time.
Smith's shot goes wide. And it'll stay with the Pirates.
Pirates have 17 seconds. They got to get a shot off quick. They don't have time to pass it.
17 seconds. And that'll be saved by Boldis. And that'll be the exclamation point. She'll hold it for as long as she can. Heller contests it. That'll be it.
And the Calhoun Colts remain undefeated in Nassau Conference 3. Hand the Mepham Pirates their first loss of the year. Even though both teams played excellent, the Calhoun Colts were just better. Goalie for the Calhoun Colts, number 34 in the net. None other than Lauren Bull. This is your BMB player of the game, along with other star player Riley.
I got you, Riley Rains, who had 2.
Couldn't say it. It was stuck in my throat.
I've never seen that happen to you. But nonetheless, 31 and 34, Rains and Boldis are 2 players of the game. So I got a couple of questions for you before we wrap things up. What facilitated the win for the Colts?
Defense and aggressiveness. If their defense was not this aggressive, that score would have been flip-flopped. They were very aggressive. They didn't get any flags, hardly at all. I believe only 1 flag, which is incredible for such a competitive game. And, hey, if I'm the Calhoun Colts, me and Coach Rohr are very proud of our team and are looking forward to possibly winning a conference this year.
And I think that, when you're saying that, I think it was really not just the defense but the counterattack for the Colts. I think that their counterattack was as strong as I've ever seen from them or from any team. Their counterattack was really what facilitated the vast majority of their goals, which leads me into my next question. What do you think went wrong for the Pirates today?
I think the Pirates' defense did not fill the void when it needed to. And I think in the beginning their offense was a little too weak to handle with such an intimidating Calhoun Colts roster. And either way, that'll do it here for the BMB Primetime Game of the Day. I've been Sean McCorn alongside Matt Mano, and we'll see you next week on the BMB YouTube channel.